Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hillary's Whiskey Lounge. I'm Hillary, and this is my lounge. And today we're going to do something very, very special. We're going to take a look at a unique bottle, unique cask from the Isle of Arran, the Lochranza distillery. And if you want to get the latitude and longitude on that, you can see it on the side of the bottle, which is very cool. And on the front of the bottle, I'll show you the label in a moment. I actually got to do this label, which is very, very cool. This is a unique cask that is from the distillery itself. So I filled this bottle up on, let's see, the 7th of August of 2025 when I was there last year. This is batch number 6 and even has the little cask number. And this is a special Amontillado cask maturation, not just finish. Amontillado, if you don't know, is a fortified wine or sherry from Spain that is somewhere between Fino and Oloroso in its depth and character. It's matured in these uh, oak casks, and there's a certain kind of I want to say mold or yeast or something that covers it, or sometimes they're out in the open, uncovered by this mold or yeast. Sorry, I don't know too much about fortified wines or sherries, but Amontillado has a nice, beautiful flavor of almonds, as the name probably suggests in Spanish. Sort of a very nutty, rich, um, amazing flavor. If you don't like sherry that's too sweet or too dry, Amontillado might be the one for you. However, let's get back to this. So this is a special cask that was hanging out in the distillery, in the visitor center, where you can buy all of your Arran and Lag, its sister distillery, Lag's stuff. So shirts, magnets, candy, mugs, anything that you want that has Arran on it. And I think if you want to see the label, that actually also has the latitude and longitude of the distillery. As the label says also that this is not chill filtered and it's natural color. Speaking of which, look at this incredible color. You can see how much of this I've been enjoying. I just opened it actually last weekend. So I've really, and I had some friends over and we were really enjoying this. And I thought to myself, what am I saving it for? Hopefully I'll get to go back and get another bottle of this. But it's just a gorgeous dram no matter what, just the way it looks and the way it tastes. So speaking of the way it tastes, let me grab a sip of water. And it's an 8 year, and it is 57% ABV. So it's got a nice strong kick to it. So I have two glasses here. One is one is absolutely neat, and one is with about five or 7 mils of water. I didn't measure it out, but because it's 57%, I think I added a little bit more water. I did add water to this about I don't know, maybe 45 minutes ago. I'm not seeing any Scotch mist yet, but I'm sure that if I let this sit around, which I'm not gonna do, I would see lots of Scotch mist there. All right, so let's get going with this puppy. Okay, and as you can see, this bottle is well past the shoulder, so it's had plenty of time to aerate, oxidize, whatever the term is, so we can really fully enjoy this. All right, Selangeva. The nose on this is exactly like I would expect out of something made from Amontillado or made with Amontillado or aged in an Amontillado cask. Very nutty, very full, very rich. I'm thinking of um, candied pecans and caramel apples. Um, it's so nice. Now, this actually is probably a lot better suited for cooler weather, unlike the 95-degree weather we're having in Los Angeles today. This is absolutely crazy, but I had to open this anyway. Oh, and look, I'm even drinking out of my Arran glass. That makes me happy with the with the glasses. All right, back to the aroma. Um, oh, excuse me. I'm about to sneeze. It's very nutty, very earthy, very complex. Mm, um, just the aroma is half of the treat here. It's not just the way a whiskey tastes, but it's the aroma. It's everything that stirs the senses. And there is going to be, in a way, a sense of touch too with this. So it looks beautiful, sounds beautiful. Well, actually, this is the beautiful sound of glasses clinging together in harmonious joy. It looks beautiful, it sounds beautiful, it smells beautiful. And let's taste. Mmm, mmm. Very juicy, amazing mouth feel. So that's the other sense, the sense of feel. Um, you get this, it just coats your mouth with this delicious um, caramelized, like I said, pecans and almonds and sweetness to it. Wow, it's just gorgeous. It's very, very strong. I would definitely consider adding some water to this. Mm. I'm actually almost enjoying the aroma more than the flavor, but I think that's just because I don't have there's no water in this one. Okay, let's take a sip of water. Oh, okay. So here's the one that I added a little bit of water to a little while ago. The color still holds up just beautifully. Oh, I love it. I love it. Like I said, probably a little better suited to cooler weather than the weather that, unfortunately, the northern hemisphere is undergoing all kinds of destruction because of the heat. Okay. The aroma really opened up. It's softer, it's smoother. Just it's like you took those candied pecans and took a rolling pin and smoothed them out a little bit. That's what this aroma is like for me. Chocolate covered almonds, like a nice Cadbury or Hershey bar with almonds. Mm, so pleasant. I'm so glad that I finally opened this bottle. What are we waiting for when we have these special bottles? Hmm. Well, maybe we're waiting for somebody's wedding, somebody's graduation, a new job, a promotion. But whatever it is, even if it's just a regular Saturday night with some friends and family, um, it's worth opening. Okay, Slangeva. Okay, much better on the mouth with a little bit of water added. Definitely a lot easier to take in. The arrival just hits with this beautiful, beautiful almond flavor, this very sweet sherry flavor. The development kind of takes us into this very deep, robust depth, a deep depth. Sorry about that. Um, that's just like chocolate and caramel and apples and fruit and raisins or sultanas, as you might say in the UK. Um, I'm not exactly sure if there's a difference between sultanas and raisins. Is there? Mm, just delicious. Oh, this it's spicy too. That's more on the finish. Just a really nice, warm, spicy. Mm, just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Um, I can't say anything more about this bottle of this Amontillado cask matured bottle that I got from the distillery itself. I honestly do not remember how much it was. I want to say it was probably um, in US dollars, maybe $120. So what would that be? About 100 pounds UK, um, something like that. It wasn't outrageous, but it was super, super special from a very, very special distillery. They had a lovely tour. They even in they have like a little coffee shop. I had a delicious scone and a cup of tea before we went in for our tour, and it was just the whole thing was wonderful. The tour guide was wonderful. The tasting that we did with all of these new expressions that Arran is coming out with. They did not have this though on the tasting menu. This is just something very, very special that they had in, like I said, the visitor center in the gift shop. So I'm just really happy. I'm happy I opened it, and I'm happy I got to share it with you. I do want to share something really special and near and dear to my heart. That is a something from my whiskey lounge. It's not strange. It's very, very sentimental. And what this is my father's pipe rack. This little pipe stand pipe rack with has 9 spots on it for pipes. He was an avid pipe smoker, just a classic professor. He taught at a university in Ohio, and then also ultimately at the National Cancer Center just outside of Washington, D.C. He was a pretty renowned cancer researcher. He did pass away in 2014, so I did have this kind of in a box, really doing nothing, waiting for some place special where it could hang out. And when I started putting together this whiskey lounge, I thought that, and a relative of mine thought, this would be a great place for for your dad's pipe collection. And they're not the most beautiful pipes. They're all sort of chewed up and scuffed, and but they're his, and that's where the beauty for me is in this, that they were his. Um, he Now I'm not condoning pipe smoking or smoking of any kind, but it's really just de gustibus non disputandum est, right? There's no disputing taste and what is pleasurable to somebody. What's very cool is here's this little canister in the middle, and one of his one of his just old bags of tobacco is still here. This bag must be now 20 years old at least. Um, so yeah, he was smoking his pipe pretty much up until he passed away. And it's one of those things that I just am thrown back into when I was a little kid, walking the halls of the university where he taught, when one could smoke indoors, just smelling his pipe, seeing him walk around with an unlit pipe, just or just chewing on his pipe, which, as you can see, he did a lot of. Um, so these, like I said, these aren't like these are probably the cheapest, most ornery pipes you can buy, but they were his, and they're very, very special to me. So I just wanted to share this with you, to let you know that there is room in your whiskey lounge. Like I said, even if it's just a little corner of your house where you have a chair and a little table and a spot for your bottles, you can put something that's sentimental there, that means a lot to you. And I know that my dad would be really kind of touched that I've got his pipes in my whiskey lounge. He was an American whiskey and bourbon drinker, um, and I didn't even know what it was. I had never tasted it, so so hopefully he would get a kick out of the fact that he's taking a little spot on the shelf in my whiskey lounge. So I wanted to share that with you today too. But back to the main attraction of today's video is this Arran Amontillado, specially especially matured cask right from the Lochranza distillery. I hope everybody has a lovely rest of their week. I'm hoping and sending thoughts to all the people in Spain and France and Scotland who are undergoing really, really high temperatures and fires. And I hope everybody's safe and can find shelter and hopefully have a nice little dram of something good there. So Salanjava, everybody, and um, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, share this video and my channel with your friends, whether they're starting their own whiskey adventure or already far along in their whiskey journey. I would really, really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much, and watch some more videos.